Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with Podcastic. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcast and content creators.
That's myfavoritedj.com. Welcome to the home of my favorite DJ, DJ Jules, baby. If you're looking for a DJ for any type of event, call us now, 313-595-8845. Once again, that's 313-595-8845. www.that'smyfavoritedj.com. The perfect DJ for any of your events. Sweet 16, 21, 30, 50, you turn to 75 years of age, DJ Jules, baby, is the perfect DJ for you. Weddings, corporate events, call 313-595-8845. That's myfavoritedj.com.
TNT Cakes, Creations, and more. Where we specialize in custom signs, plaques, stained glass, embroidery, DTF prints, ornaments, sports balls, fathead and custom chains, doormats, puzzles, glasses, TNT Cakes, Creations, and more. Give us a call.
The combined power of a group when working together is greater than the total power achieved when working alone.
That's synergy.
Synergy works. Synergy, from the Greek word synergos, equals working together. Synergy works. Synergy is different people working out together advantageously for one final outcome, one goal, rewarding results. Synergy works. Don't train by yourself. Train with synergy. Why? Because synergy works. Contact us today to set up your fitness assessment. Synergy works.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah. 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 Big flex on the set, you know we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. Gym Animal, Muscle Gang, we up next. Big Flex Podcast live on Monday night with John Q, LaToya, Deshaun, and Don Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen or get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex Podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex Podcast. Come on.
Welcome back to the GAMG, the Big Flex Strong Cast for episode 148. Say we chugging along, almost 2 episodes to 150, y'all.
Let's go.
That's what we are talking about, you know what I'm saying? Say, look, I am your host, John Q, in this bitch, and y'all know what time it is. We are fully back together again. You know what I mean? We ain't been back together again. You know what I'm saying?
The gang is back.
The gang all back. You know what I'm saying? Say, sis, welcome sis back to the studios.
Thanks.
LaToya and Deshaun back in the building. What up, though, sis?
Amen. Amen.
Say, amen. What up, though? And of course, say we have, say, my brother sitting to the right, Don Snipes in the building. What up, though, cousins?
What up, though?
And of course, hey, we got Dr. Ruckus on the ones and twos. Yeah, you is. You know what I mean? But y'all know what time it is. This is where the gym conversation meets podcasting. So when y'all enter, say, the Big Flex Gym, we just need y'all to hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe if you haven't on YouTube. You know what I mean? Share it on out to everybody. Let them know that we are live right now. And this is when the shit gets deep. So what y'all been up to? You know what I'm saying? So we got to start with you because I know you got a whole. I know you said today is like a damn what I say earlier, like a
field trip.
Like a field trip for you. You know what I'm saying? Say you back to the world. So what you been up to, sis? How everything been going?
Yeah, so it's been a long 6 weeks of recovering. But I'm back.
Yeah, amen, welcome back.
Feeling like a brand new woman.
All right.
It's been a good restful 6 weeks. The first 2.5 weeks, very, very rough.
Yeah.
But I had the most amazing support system.
Yeah.
Thank all of y'all for checking on me because all of y'all checked on me and asked me if I need anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been in the house recovering. I spent my last 2 weeks of recovering at my second home in Atlanta.
Okay.
So that was nice. I got to do some
Georgia sunshine.
Get some sunshine.
Okay.
Spent a lot of time on the porch, just soaking up some sun.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this past strong end, because I was like, okay, I'm trying to get back to normal because I went back to work today. So Friday, I went out to dinner with my niece and then hung out some with her and my cousin afterwards. And then Saturday, we celebrated my cousin Sylvia's birthday. So shout out to Sylvia.
All right. Say happy birthdays. Happy birthday.
Yeah. And she deserves the biggest shout out. I'm a Leo, and Leos are huge on public recognition.
Yeah.
And I have to say, like, she deserves the biggest shout out because when I had my surgery, she took off of work and she stayed at the hospital with me for the couple of days I was in the hospital. Like, she didn't leave my side. Even when I went home, she stayed at the apartment with me until my significant other got to town. Like, she just made sure I was good. And even after he left, she would call and be like, do you need anything? I can bring you food. And I would be like, no, like, I'm good because I just don't like asking for help.
Yeah.
If I said that 3 days in a row, she was like, I don't care that you good. I'm coming to lay eyes on you. I'm coming to clean up. I'm coming to do your laundry. Like, so shout out to my cousin Sylvia because she's true MVP. MVP.
Okay.
And we gon' during tea time we gon' talk about a little bit of it, but
okay.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been good.
All right. What about you, brother? Say, how was your strong end?
My strong end, it was pretty cool. I started the program with the kiddies today down at Wayne State, so the weekend was the strong end was filled with prep, and Sunday was a film premiere. I'm sorry, an episodic series that I directed called Revealed Secrets.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot. There's a lot going on, so that was cool. And I was tired. Shout out to Marcus Woods. I just made an appearance on Monologue Mondays. Myself and Amir Garrison. So yeah, AG. Shout out to AG.
All right.
Yeah, it's been a very eventful day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, lots of fun stuff.
Okay. All right.
What about you, bro?
Let's see what I do. I stopped over at say bro crib. He had a little get together and stuff for his female friend, and so I stopped over there for a little bit. That was Saturday. Other than that, man, just been kind of recovering for the most part. I kind of tweaked some shit in my damn shoulder again. And all that, so I just been trying to, just take it easy for the most part. Trying to get back on track on that. But yeah, I mean, I had as y'all see right now, I got another one of my designs.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Say y'all come holler at me. I got the dopest motherfucking workout with apparel. I will say myself. I got on the shorts and everything right now. So if y'all looking for some dope ass, workout apparel and say workout towels, anything to that degree, y'all know what to do. Holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go to the social media pages and stuff like that to check out all the logos and stuff like that I do have. I got an elephant that's cold. I got some shit.
I gotta put in an order.
Oh yeah, I got some shit. I got some shit. Oh look, make sure y'all check us out tomorrow night on Back to Basics PMG podcast out of Georgia, I believe, right? Yeah, so we will be on there. Yeah, she's in Georgia.
I don't even know. I just be doing shit.
Right. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all check in, check us out on there. I believe she's on YouTube and on Facebook. All right. And once again, it's Back to Basics PMG podcast. Tomorrow at night at 8:00. All right.
We'll share it out.
Yeah, we'll share it out and stuff like that. Yep. Tea time with Toya. What you got, sis?
Yeah, so Tea Time with Toya is, and I think it probably will lend to some of our other topics that we're gonna touch on tonight. But one of the things that I learned in my 6 weeks off is that I think we talk about how you never know what you mean to somebody until you're going through and it's time for people to show up.
Yeah.
And what I learned in my recovery time is that shit is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Before my surgery, so many people was like, if you need me. Mm-hmm. And I don't ask for help. I spend an ass load of money getting food delivered
right.
before I ask for help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of really just have to be like, I'm on my way with food because I'm not going to ask for help. The one time I was like, you know what, Toya, swallow your pride. You want some brisket? Ask somebody to bring you some brisket. One time I asked, did the motherfuckers come through? Absolutely not.
So when that kind of happens, you be like, you sound
Brisket too.
You know what I mean? That's one of them things when you craving that shit or something.
And that's just the
and
thing.
It's like, ooh.
I did not have an appetite. I was not eating.
Yeah. I want some brisket tonight.
I was not eating, and I hit one of the group chats like, I just want some brisket. Who knows who has good brisket? Who can bring me some brisket? Man, radio silence in the chat. One person spoke up and was like, I can do it later. I can't do it right now. Baby, I'm still waiting on my brisket. I don't give a fuck who's watching, who hears it, or who says what.
Come on.
That's just it's high. That's just the end of the story for me. Like, okay, cool. I show up, I show out, I support everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't ask for nothing. So when I do, it holds some weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just
Yeah, I mean, hey, look.
Don't hold people
we
in
all
higher
been there
places
before.
than they deserve to be.
Yeah.
That's my tea time for tonight. Don't just put the people where they deserve to be.
Yeah.
And let that be that. And I've had people telling me like, you stretch yourself thin, you do this, you do that, trying to support everybody, but who gonna be there when you show up? And I'd be like, I don't do it because of that. I do it because that's just the way that I love.
Yeah, but it's just nice to know that, you can get it reciprocated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So.
All right. So look, if y'all want to call in, just to reflect on, say, Toya's Tea Time, give us a call at 810-560-0658. Once again, 810-560-0658. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat that I see so far. So shout out to, say, Lily Jones Perry. That's who we're going to be on tomorrow at Back to the Basics, PMG. She's in the building. Shout out to Calvin, you know what I'm saying, from Pod Life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, say, Yamina. She's in the chat from Talking Ish with My Boys. Let's see who else we got. Oh, we got Q Love in the building.
Hey.
All right. And do I see anything else? Anybody else? I hope I ain't missing nobody else. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So, what about you, brother? You know what I'm saying? You want to add on to anything?
Yeah, the only thing I want to add on is just keep going. That's it. Just keep going. It's a lot of stuff that's going on right now politically. It's a lot of emotional energy out there, especially with, the whole white against black, black against white, black against black topic.
Yeah.
And while all of this is going on, it's so easy to give your energy to it. And so just keep going. Whatever you got going on, learn to focus on what you got going on and not what other people got going on. And, keep going.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. All right. Say, look, we got Mama Brown in the building, too. So you got something coming towards your way soon. So I ain't forgot about you.
Hey, Mama.
All right. You got any motivational moment tonight?
Was that your
Ma'am.
motivational?
Right, man. Yeah, he
right?
over here.
Ooh.
That was the motivation.
Yeah, that was his motivation. Get some sleep, motherfuckers.
Listen, man, I'll say this. When you're doing something that you really love to do, you find a way to get it done. Yeah. And that's how I'm feeling right now. Yeah. Got up early. I got to do it all over again tomorrow. But I'm not weary of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, at some point when you're doing what you love to do, you find a way to, allow it to pull you towards whatever, you know what I'm saying, it involves. Somebody asked me a long time ago, they was like, some people need to be motivated to do things, and when they lose that motivation, they stop doing this shit. Other people are inspired through a pulling, and that's different, When you pushed, it requires a little bit more energy. Yeah. But when you're pulling something, you know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of the space I'm in right now, just being pulled towards something that I'm passionate about. And okay. I'm tired, but I don't mind that I'm tired.
Yeah, it's a good tired. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good tired.
You know what I mean? Hey, look, correction. Good game with Calvin. He like pie talk. I said pie talk. But hey, look, salute to Calvin, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into, say, question of the night. I want to pose this question with y'all. So recently, the Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold had turned himself in, say, in Florida, to the Florida authorities, where he's facing like 8 felony charges. with the possibility of life in prison. However, today he was, say, granted bond, so he's getting out. Now the Lions actually cut him today, but my question behind this, so if you followed, say, the story about how he was robbed and he decided to go ahead and take the law into his own hands, this is allegedly, that he took the law into his own hands to go get his property back, and he ended up, say, quote unquote, robbing somebody else that didn't even have anything else to do with it, right? So, you know, his co-defendants have already copping pleas and stuff. But like I said, he did post bond today, $1 million bond, and he's out, and he's able to get back to life for right now until the trial begins and all that. The question is this. Let me ask y'all, when has keeping it real went wrong for you? Because this was a clear case. You know what I mean? Where instead of say, you know what I'm saying, keeping it real, far as, okay, you're an athlete, right? You know, I think it was a total of like $250,000 worth of, say, jewelry, money, and stuff like that was stolen, right? So in this case, as an athlete, you have money, right? You should have, say, your jewelry insurance, right? Or, hey, how about this? It happened at Airbnb. So that Airbnb should have insurance, as far as homeowners insurance, anything. You know what I mean? Not only that, even if you don't have insurance, right? He already called the police and stuff like that. Like, why take the law into your own hands?
Why take the law
into
your own hands?
Now your career is in jeopardy and everything else, right?
Be smarter than that.
So, you know, like I said, my question is, when has keeping it real went wrong for you? Where, you know, you did something and you know better, you know, but you just decided to go ahead and go over the top and make it a nigga moment. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he did the exact same thing OJ did.
Yeah.
This is how they got OJ wrapped
in
up.
Florida.
He his own homeboy, even though I have a conspiracy theory, I truly believe that I think that TMZ was started off the conspiracy of OJ's, you know, friends who had wiretaps, and they go to him and say, "Hey man, we know who stole your memorabilia," and he say, "Oh, for real?" Then OJ grabbed the pistol, they run, and OJ end up in jail. Now, if that wasn't a setup, I don't know what the. So Buddy from the Lions did the same shit. Hey, we know who stole your shit. Okay, fuck it. Now I'm about to start wilding out. Come on, man. Sometimes you gotta pay attention to history.
Yeah, but not only that, just sometimes you have to use a little bit of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? You didn't already call. Why would you call the police? Now you got the attention of the police. Yeah. Right? So nothing's good gonna come out of you taking the law into your own hands after you didn't already called the police and stuff like that, right? But even if you didn't call the police, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, okay, I'll say this. Like, the one time and shit, I talked about this, say, a few times, because it took a while, you know, I went through this for a while. With, say, the piece of shit ass neighbor that I had that was a stalker across the street and stuff like that. So me, myself, I would say, keeping it real went wrong. Like, I actually tried to have a conversation with the guy, you know what I mean? About to say the fireworks and all that kind of shit. You know, me just trying to be, say, a respectable neighbor. Like, hey, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to cut you out, this, that, and other. Just want to let you know, hey, you know, would you mind watching my shit? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And that shit just tumble. So, not saying that I really did anything wrong, however, but it's like, maybe at that point, should I just went ahead and call the police? Like, hey, I got this dumbass over here doing some illegal shit, and let them go ahead and handle it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes.
You said yes. Yeah. I mean,
I did the same dumb shit.
Like, now.
Trying to take the law into my own hands before. Yeah. Twice, actually. Yeah. And it took for me to go to anger management twice. It took for me to pick up trash in Livonia on the corner of Plymouth and Middlebelt for people to be riding past, looking. It took for me to sit in a circle full of folk telling somebody what I did. And after I finished, the counselor said, "Now, Mr. Snipes, can I ask you a question? what's the monetary value that we need to place on this decision that you made? I said, what? He said, yeah. He said, you got to come here. You know, you can't do what you need to do. So every Saturday and Sunday for the next 8 weeks, you got to be here from 8 to 5. Yeah. He said, and you have to pay us. So here it is. I had to pay somebody
to be inconvenienced.
To go pick up trash. Yeah. And I had to pay to go to anger management because each time I got both. And it was that second time that something said, hey, Dom, don't do this no more.
Say, keep it
and that's all
going wrong.
It was that second time where I was just like, man, I can't do this. I got to sit in here like a kid, like I'm on detention and go pick up some trash and eat sandwiches from the gas station Saturday and Sunday. Because
the one in the little plastic thing, electric.
The cellophane?
Yes, it's shaped like a triangle.
The little triangle sandwich.
Excuse a little dry.
A little dry was an understatement. My pockets was dry after paying to go tell somebody how dumb I was. So after that second time, I said, no more of this.
Yeah. I think anytime when you it's a possibility you can lose something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a big ass red flag.
Yeah. It's like, so we got Q Love in the building, right? She says, especially when you have a lot to lose. You can't take it in your own hands. I think when we are young and dumb, that's different than being grown and being like, I got too much to lose. Yeah. So yeah.
To be fair, I think T.O. is still kind of young and dumb for the amount of money.
Who did? T.O.
T.A.
T.A. Sorry.
Yeah. T.A.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm all the way back with Terrell Owens.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
T.O.T.A. Yeah, I think he is still kind of fits into that category of young and dumb for the amount of money and responsibility that he has. Charlamagne says it best when he's doing Donkey of the Day. You got to do your jail math. Before you take action,
jail math.
You got to do your jail math.
Yeah.
What could I lose? How much time could I serve? Mm-hmm. What are the consequences to this action?
Yeah.
Do I have to sit next to another man who's probably going to be facing me while I squat in front of a toilet that has no lid on it?
Yeah. You got to do your jail math.
Yeah, either that or spread them cheeks and let the motherfuckers see and shit if you're trying to bring in some contraband.
Or do I need to adjust? My exquisite palate to eat green motherfucking hamburgers and pork and beans with 2 pieces of white non-gluten-free bread?
Non-gluten-free bread.
My whole inside not set up for that. Yeah. That's how I know jail ain't the place for me.
Listen, all your food is genetically modified.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can count on that. Reasonably farmed.
Yeah.
You can count on that. Do your jail math.
Yeah. Well, I will say this then, y'all. Like you said, I had to use that. Say, calculate your jail.
Mm-hmm. Do your jail math.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's a good one to go ahead. So look, ladies and gentlemen, kids, grown-ups, you know what I'm saying, that plan on going ahead and keeping it real, just know that shit can't go wrong. Go ahead and add that shit up. If it makes sense to you, have at it.
Go for it.
If it makes sense,
I'm sitting here laughing, bro.
Have at it. Shit.
I'm sitting here laughing, bro, because I seen a video one time with you in it, and I was just like,
But I knew. But like I said,
I said, "Cuz."
Listen, but I knew what I was doing. As far as in that moment, those moments, I would say, in those moments.
My back hurt.
I knew that, he was woofing off like he was, guy, you know what I'm saying, was talking all this shit. It's like, but come in the middle of the street. That means, say, if you go ahead and accept, say, this invitation, right, that whatever goes down, you agree to it. Mm-hmm. So if I kick your ass, which was going to happen, you agree to it. Mm-hmm. I would have been fine. It wouldn't have been no more than, say, maybe, salt battery, maybe.
See how he calculated
that?
But listen though. But however, you know what I'm saying. The motherfucker was sitting up there and shit stalking though. So it's like by right,
Yeah.
I had a
But hey, that's why I had to stop. I used to have this song I like to listen to by Nipsey Hussle called "It's Only a Case," and in my mind I used to be like, "Why I like this song so much?" Because I swear to you, the same. This is how I know we related. Because the same way he just chuckled when he said that, I would be thinking the same way, and I was like, "It's only a case," you know what I'm saying? I only gotta.
But you gotta calculate that, Jeff.
I only, you know, I might have, you know.
Yeah.
20 months at best. That ain't shit I can do. You know what I'm saying? That ain't, yeah.
So listen,
but I was willing to take that. I was willing to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, and stump this motherfucking head on.
For some stuff,
to be honest with you, because
I know, that's what I said.
He actually and shit, you know what I'm saying, was asking for it. I mean, he literally. So
you did the calculation.
And it would have been worth it. You know what I mean? It would have been worth it, because even after that, you know, the motherfucker was sitting up here and shit watching kids and shit like that, right? Like taking pictures of little kids.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So at some point in time, the police ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their hands are tied. So you said,
you know what I mean?
You said
so he wasn't just.
You needed to get a
he wasn't
civilian
just a menace.
You
say
was
towards me.
Protecting the neighborhood.
I was, They was calling me the fucking Black Robin Hood.
It would then it sounds like it would have been worth it. You protecting kids and women and your
When I saw the
wife.
video, it looked like he felt it was worth it.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it.
Oh yeah, he can still oblige too, you know.
I don't
just
doubt
if he
it.
wanna, you know.
Hey, listen.
But look, let's get back to the chat real quick. Look, so Q Love again, she says there's definitely a lot of young athletes and they need to be trained up. They need to be put in financial classes and also mentored into being on the spotlight.
Absolutely.
And classes of examples like these. Like
who said that?
Q Love.
Q
you know
Q Love
he had it
Love.
up there, yeah.
That's a guy?
No.
Oh, you said he had it there. Okay, because I don't know if I'm calling no man.
Yeah, Doc had
But so Q Love, I can appreciate that, and I would also like to add to that, along with the financial literacy that these athletes need to have. They need to have some emotional, literacy going on, because their behavior oftentimes drives a lot of their decision. And I've always said this because I played football, so I understand the sport. It take a different kind of dude to play football. It just do. You know, you running at a person full speed with the impact that measures the size of a small car crash, and it just take a different kind of attitude. So I could see how maybe some sports have athletes that are a little bit more prone to the fuckery than others. So with that being said, again, I just would like to add, along with all the financial stuff, these athletes, you know, somebody really need to sit down with them and help them to be more self-aware. You know, help them to explore how to cope and manage when they have these heightened emotions. Because here's the deal. He goes through these heightened emotions, and when you play certain sports like football, you can transmute that energy and be like, oh shit, such and such just pissed me off. I'm gonna transmute that energy and go knock a motherfucker on his ass. But after you not on the field and you ain't playing, and somebody, you know, you allow yourself to reach a point of those heightened emotions, you can't respond the same way emotionally. You can't have the same mindset, and that's what be happening. These guys be making these quick decisions because by default they doing this all day, every day. I kind of empathize with them. Okay, I know a lot of times we like to say, "Oh, these some spoiled brat motherfuckers. They got a lot of money. They just acting stupid." It's a little bit deeper than that. When you doing this shit day in and day out, and you using that, because again, a lot of people don't know this, but when you play football, man, you playing with bumps, bruises, sprains, pain, you name it, fracture. You know, you rarely see too many other sports where motherfuckers is playing with a cast on their arm and the motherfucker still running at you full speed with a helmet on. You know, I'm not saying that other sports, you know, you might have some basketball players got a little bad ankle, they gonna wrap it up.
They ain't playing on it though.
You get what I'm saying? But football, you got somebody running at you full speed, head got to be on the swivel, you gonna get knocked on your ass. The whistle don't blow until somebody get knocked on their ass. So it's just a different type of mentality.
I want to point something out. You said these guys, and we talk about all the time how men's emotions, when it's built up, they gotta let it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
They gotta let it out. Yeah. So now we gotta think about.
And we can't do like women and scratch another nigga in the face. Like y'all like to scratch motherfuckers in the face.
Okay, no, we don't. No, I don't. But okay, let's not do that. We're not gonna start that on my first night back down.
I'm just saying.
But to that point, right? You're absolutely right. Because let's talk. He got all of this energy that's built up because he hasn't been playing. Mm-hmm. He's been injured, right? Yeah, he's been in. Yeah. So you got.
Oh, I know that he was at home.
Yeah, he had shoulder surgery. Yeah. I want to say like maybe half.
So he really need to be closely watched. Yeah. Motherfuckers will feel like when they get injured and you play sports like that, they feel like they whole fucking career over. For real.
Yeah. So it's there. I feel like there's just so much more to that mentality because you got the man's pride, you got all of this built up energy and aggression that he can usually let out on the field that he's not letting out. The fact that he's a young black man, and I don't know who was around him at this time, but
some old young dumb motherfuckers, not no elders,
egging it on. Yeah, nobody that's like.
Well, like I said, there's co-defendants and shit was young. So,
you know what I mean? Like call the police, file
yes. Two of the females for sure.
At the minimum,
and they cop
your jewelry is insured. Yeah. At a minimum, your jewelry is insured. But like I said,
even if it's not, right? Sometimes you got to just chalk that shit up and say, hey, they got me. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
You don't take that, you like you said,
I keep
pretty much a celebrity.
I keep my career. Yeah. And I live what John
to make more money.
I live to fight another day.
Yeah. All right. Hey, look, I want to shout out to say Balling with Rich in the building. And of course, Lauren from Detroit City Deals in the building, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But look, like I said, live to fight another day. You know what I mean? Do that.
Or live to get robbed another day. That's still a viable option as well.
But you live to make
it's like live
to doing that right now.
Yeah, and live to know who the hell and shit is around you. That you know what I mean. If you got people that's around you, that's okay with you fucking up and fucking up your money. Get the fuck on.
You got the wrong people around you.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Seriously.
You got the wrong people around you.
Yeah.
I saw, not to go off subject, but when you just said that, I saw the most disturbing thing. It was like on near Skid Row in California. This
been there, man.
This homeless person. Mm-hmm. It's kind of fucked up. I'm a Scorpio, so I have dark comedy. Forgive me, everyone. But anyway, this homeless person got into it with a security guard. And don't want to name what race the security guard was, what race the homeless person was, but long story short, the homeless person ended up knocking this motherfucker to the ground, and instead of going on about his business, he decides to get on him, gyrate, dry hump him, and talk in his ear. Then he get up and walked off still angry. And I said,
what the yeah, but I mean, he probably had a mental.
It like a movie in my head.
No.
Yeah, he definitely had a mental.
He knocked old boy out. The security guard on the ground, and then old boy got on top of him and whispered in his ear,
send me the link.
Look, and he said this, and in my head, I'm like,
and dry humped him, bro. What
the fuck?
I gotta see the link.
It wasn't even like a little small hunch either. It was like big dry hump strokes. I was like, oh my goodness.
You trying to get it off.
That's crazy.
Man, look, hold on. Before we get off the rails, look, I do want to get to our main topic, y'all. Hey, look, here you go, man. Guys. Hey, look, guys.
Okay.
Look, come on, y'all. Look. Tighten it up. Hey, look, if y'all want to comment on anything, look, give us a call at 810-560-0658. Mr. Dry Humper. Hey, look.
Bang, bang, bang.
All right,
Bam. No, that's bam, bam, bam.
So look. So main topic tonight is for content creators, right? Are you the wave of content, or are you just riding the wave of existing content, right? So what I wanted to talk about was, actually it's just a little bit of what the main topic is, but are you actually spending time thinking about new important topics or untapped, needed, say, discussions? Or are you just conveniently riding the popular social media topics? I see that a lot, you know what I'm saying, in what we do, right? Mm-hmm. I actually do take some time to kind of like go over some of the topics that we do touch on. Mm-hmm. But I do find myself, like tapping into other, say, podcasts and so forth. And you see it all the time where, okay, you have a lot of, it can be some negative shit that's going around, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they like, gender wars or politics, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The people latch on, they get a lot of views and stuff like that. And I had to ask myself, like, people that call themselves social media influencers, content creators, like, what are you creating? Like, are you creating, are you even creating for that matter? You know what I mean? Like, and if you are you creating, say, chaos, peace? What are you creating as a content creator? People use that word a lot as far as giving themselves these titles, you know what I mean? I'm a content creator. Like, what the fuck are you creating then? Because all I do is I see a lot of times people just riding the wave of something else, that they didn't heard from somebody else, and they try to put their own little spin on, right? So what's y'all opinion about this?
Oh, I think this one is a little difficult for me because I'm probably the furthest thing from what I would consider an influencer in the typical terms. But I think in terms of who I am and what I do, I think everybody that watches us at this point knows I'm a corporate baddie. Yeah. But in addition to being a corporate baddie, I am Lean Six Sigma certified. So process improvement is a part of what I do. And so I think in terms of like just looking at it for who I am in my job, I'm a leader, not a follower. Yeah. Literally by title, but also in the fact that I improve processes. Yeah. I create processes that are leaner, that are smarter, that are, you know what I mean? Yeah. My natural mind and my education says, look at the barriers and clear the barriers before you even start the process. Yeah. So I think in that sense, I'm a leader and not a follower. But when in terms of the traditional sense of being an influencer, I have nothing to say about that. I couldn't care less. Okay.
What about you, brother?
I don't really consider myself an influencer or content creator, but I do feel as though all of us, we share in having influence. You know what I'm saying? At some point. With that being said, clearly it's a lot going on. What I normally try to do is just really be present in the moment. Not try. What I do is, a lot of times, and there's a transparent moment, you know what I'm saying? Organized, a little more organized. Nigga, what you doing? That's me, okay? Yeah. Okay, so with that being said, a lot of times when you bring up something, I have been really just trying to practice, like, okay, Don, what's the first thing comes to my mind? Like, what's on my heart? What's on my spirit when you bring up stuff? Yeah. I try not to be prepared at all because I really want to fully be immersed in the moment. And authentic. You know what I'm saying? And that just kind of feels good for me. Yeah. Because that's just something that I have been, walking towards more and more, especially since you started this. So for me, I do see a lot of people that, kind of follow the bandwagon with what's going on and what's popular. I just think it's the nature of where we are right now in terms of what content creation is all about, how people are monetizing it, because a lot of this stuff, for lack of a better word, people look at this stuff as a business. And now you have so many people nowadays trying to, give advice on how to turn this into a business. And for the most part, a lot of their plays are the same. They just rinse and repeat a lot of the same shit. Yeah. I'm not about to knock it, but I often find myself more immersed in more authentic conversation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the type of shit I like to listen to. Okay.
Look, so Lily Jones Perry, she says, I create a curriculum for the entire year of my show. It is so important. For the month of July, we are going to actually define, operationalize content creator and influencer and business owner and entrepreneur. Okay. I want to say shout out to TNT Cakes Creations More. Say Willie in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to bro. But yeah. So, what about you, Doc? When it comes to content creation, right? I'm gonna ask you this. Like, give me your actual definition of content creation for you. You know what I mean?
My definition is creating material for other people to look so they can benefit from.
Okay.
Creating material for others to benefit from.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good
okay, go ahead.
At the same time, I just understand that content they have systematically created a way for us to be dumber. Yeah. Number one, we built Facebook and then they charge us for it. Facebook wouldn't exist without our content that we put up for free.
Yeah.
Cool. Then they say, oh, by the way, hey, you guys might get a little bit of something, but you gotta push it. Then people, this is how slow we are.
Yeah.
We promote and market to the same people.
Yeah.
It's like almost to where I don't hate to use the word. We stupid. Because
you don't hate to use the word. You use the word all
the time. But we stupid because we sit over here, man, I've been promoting on Facebook. You promote to the same people that already know what the hell you do.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest shit ever. Right?
Yeah.
I don't care what field you're in, graphics, movies, gym, whatever. If you promote to the same people that's on your timeline, that's in your group,
yeah,
and you keep doing it, I'm talking about months, years at a time, and toes, things change.
Yeah.
So now I never needed to know. I never needed to know this because I am a corporate baddie. So are you saying that when you pay for advertisement on Facebook, it doesn't push you out to a wider audience than the one that you have just on your Facebook as your friends or associates or whatever?
If you pay for it, yes, but people are not paying for it, and you have to be more strategic. I'm saying toes.
What is going on here?
Rubble.
Yeah.
And you have to know how to push it out.
Yeah.
Then they come up with something, well, this is the best time to push it. You don't know that.
Yeah.
Well, analytics say that, no, it don't say
the
shit.
algorithm. Yeah, they be saying that.
Algorithm is the dumb.
This days at this time, and it'll push out some more.
Yeah, but it's telling you what to do, and you believe in it, and then you're doing it. Now you're not seeing the results that you think you're gonna see, so you spend more money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the dumb shit. And trends. I think TikTok, they figured out a way how to manipulate the mind, and people fell for it.
Yeah.
We are real dumb when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I watch more movies on I showed you. Remember I showed you? AI did movies because they know how to market themselves. And they not real.
Yeah.
Right.
So look, are there certain, say, topics that you feel that you shouldn't address or you refuse to address?
I think you should address everything that's on your heart, but let it have a logical ending or a positive message behind it.
Okay. What about you, sis?
I think I have a follow-up question before I can answer that question.
Okay.
On what platform are we talking about?
All of them except LinkedIn. All of them the same. LinkedIn is the only thing that separates itself.
That's true. So I kind of feel like, there are definitely some things that are off topic for me.
Okay.
I can joke around with y'all and have a wide range of sense of humor, from dark humor. Don and I share that too. Like, I also have dark humor. To the raunchiest of raunchy. But I'm never going to talk about my personal sex life or my personal relationship business to social media or on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it's personal and it's supposed to be private.
I think like some personal and private things should be personal and private. Now, there are some things that I will share if I feel like my testimony in that story can help someone else overcome. Yeah. Then yes, I'll share. Okay. But I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I just came back from Atlanta and I was like, no, like that's, it's just certain things that are just not gonna come out to the public as a woman, because of the attention that it would draw to me. Do you know what I mean?
Or do you think it'll draw attention, or do you think that's the way some people could actually, or a person could learn you?
They don't need to learn me in that way.
Okay, you just shouldn't have bring it up.
Yeah.
Now what about you, brother?
As soon as you said that, and just listening to piggyback on what she said, I just feel like, again, it made me think about what I always say: with freedom come responsibility. So yes, if you, for what it's worth, if you want to look at this as a form of content creation, cool. But again, with freedom come responsibility. And when I say that, I think about the responsibility I owe myself to protect my peace, protect my energy, and all those kind of things. You have to know the landscape of who you're dealing with. And so if you in this business, you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes, not sometimes, but a lot of times, people looking for sound bites, they looking for shit to go viral and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. That ain't really what I'm here for, and especially at the expense of, something that may be near and dear or sacred to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not doing it now. In private conversations or with people that, with whom I trust or I have a mutual respect for, cool. I don't have no problem with that. But at the end of the day, I owe myself a responsibility, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that I protect what's precious and personal to me.
Okay. So look, I'm gonna ask all y'all real quick. What topics, I already kind of like spoke about what topics I'm kind of sick of. Like, what topics are y'all kind of sick of? Seeing all the time that people keep on like, riding the wave.
The men and women topics.
That's me. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna refine what you said. The black men and women top love topics and relationship topics about who's splitting bills and all this whole monkey ass shit, because we be so focused on that type of shit, we don't even know what the fuck we want out of a relationship, and then it just makes, to me, here's the deal, right? And I asked a lady this shit the other day. I've never read the Bible front to back, and I would never sit here and have a bunch of religious-based conversations when it pertains to things that I don't know. But I do remember a saying in the Bible that said, "The love of money is the root of all evil."
Yes.
So when we have a lot of these conversations, our children are watching this.
They listen.
Yeah.
Man, our young adults, they're seeing how to interact with each other.
Yeah.
And if 8 days a fucking week, all we got to do is talk about what I am and ain't gonna do because of who paying what and who ain't doing this, and if they don't cash at me $500 before we go on a date, I ain't about to show the motherfucker my big toe.
Man.
You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to them. But that's my thing. Like, I'm sick and tired of that type of shit, because I feel like we need to
like
focus on some other
shallow,
shit.
Yeah.
Surface.
Listen, I don't even want to judge it at that. I'm just gonna say I'm sick of it because the conversation hasn't been moving forward.
Yeah.
To go. Yeah.
I rarely hear people talk about resolution. All I keep hearing is the same funky ass arguments. The shit getting stale to me.
What about you, sis?
And on that note, to piggyback off of that statement, on that note, piggyback.
It sounded like you said piggyback.
Yeah, it did sound like she said piggyback.
Piggyback.
No, to piggyback off of that statement, the thing that I am tired of hearing about, to your point of you talking about it, but what you gonna do about it, is racial injustice. So many people, so many influencers are on social media talking about, oh, white people treat us like this, and we got to stand up for this, and we got to stand up for that. But when it's time to stand, nobody's standing. Everybody's sitting.
They still squatting.
Everybody
squatting.
Crisscross applesauce, extra comfortable. You know what I mean? Just sitting and don't have the resilience or the wherewithal or the drive to really get out and do something about it. Instead of you sitting on your social media platform complaining about it, you could be educating the people that are following you, the thousands of people that are following you, on what they need to be paying attention to in their local polls. Yeah. What laws are we voting for? What are we looking at that we shouldn't be looking at and paying attention to, and what are we not paying attention to that we should be looking at? I am tired of those influencers and those conversations.
Yeah. I would like to, that's a wonderful point. And you just made me think about something more recently that's kind of been on my mind, and I mentioned it to one of the leaders at the organization that I've been working with, and that is, when I was younger, growing up, we had kids that were in the student body in high school.
Oh, yeah.
But it really wasn't about shit. It was really popularity contests, and pretty much after you graduate, it's those motherfuckers is responsible for putting on the class picnic or planning a funky ass trip. Mm-hmm. And what I said recently was, and anybody out there that's maybe can add to this conversation or maybe, add to maybe putting this to action, what I said was, what if we approach, student body and student government in a different way on the high school level so that we can cultivate our children wanting to learn more about government early so that now they don't have to wait till fucking, they're adults to know what gerrymandering is, what the redistricting is, and all this whole monkey ass shit, and
even constitutional rights.
There we go.
What I mean? The
why
rights
not? Let's use
laws
that
of Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
whatever state they're from. Each state have their own constitution, stuff like that. So
absolutely, as a springboard to cultivate a culture of youth that actually are interested in government, so that now. We don't look. Shout out to the community leaders because they have. It's always, to me, what I've noticed about politics. You got two different types of politics. You got these lifelong motherfuckers that's been eat shit and been bred by motherfuckers to say, "Hey, look, you need to go into politics." And then you have these community-based politicians that say, "Hey, look, you know what? I see something that need to be changed. I'm gonna try to approach this from a grassroots kind of standpoint." Oftentimes, those folks kind of, there's a bridge that needs to be, you know what I'm saying, or a gap rather that needs to be bridged. Yes. Yeah. And so I say all that to say that we could close that gap if we use the high school level as a springboard to cultivate a curiosity and a knowledge base about real government and not fucking planning who gonna take the pictures on fucking senior prom day.
Right. Agreed.
All right.
Especially our children. Because we don't know.
Yeah. That was the other thing I was going to ask. I'm glad y'all went ahead and spoke about, say, solutions. That's what I would, the question was, what would y'all like to see, as far as solution based,
That's what we would like to see.
You know what I mean?
We would like to see solution based content.
All right. We probably about to go ahead and get out of here, but real quick, the only other thing I'm not gonna say the only thing, but one other thing I would like to say I'm tired of is celebrity gossip, man. I'm so sick of it. Like, that shit hasn't moved, say, our community nowhere at all. You know what I mean? Like, to be speaking about other people's fucking private lives or what the fuck they doing and how they spending their money and what the hell they doing on a daily basis, shit like that, you know. So
and who finger they got in somebody else's ass,
and all that kind of shit, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay.
But look, I'm glad y'all tuned in, everybody. You know what I'm saying? For episode 148, it was glad to have everybody back again. You know what I'm saying? I do have, say, a quote of the night. Okay. Before we do get to the quote of the night real quick, once again, tomorrow night at 8 p.m., tune in to Back to Basics PMG podcast with Lily Jones Perry, all right? On Facebook or, say, YouTube, all right? So, look, quote of the night is something very simple. Y'all done heard me say this a lot. This is one of my favorite, say, quotes of all times. It's from, say, Old Man Jack in the gym.
Who?
Old Man Jack. That's what we call him in the gym. All right.
Oh, in the gym, Jack.
Winners win, and trying is for losers. So when you hear somebody speaking about, say, "Oh, how you doing today?" "Oh, you know, whatever." Shit, I'm trying. Nah, you not trying. You here already. You doing it, so you already winning. But if you trying, go ahead, be a loser. If you really think you won't, you know what I mean?
Simple but deep.
It's simple but deep. You know what I'm saying? So, on that note, y'all, we out of here. Anything else y'all want to say before we out of here real quick?
Happy to be back.
All right, happy to be back. What about you, bro?
Take a bath, wash your ass. I don't know.
Put on some socks, nigga. What about you and shit, Dr. Ruckus?
Dying to standing 10 toes down, for sure.
Man, 10 knuckles now. On that note, y'all, we're gonna flex it on now.
Shout out to BET Awards. It was great yesterday.
Really? I didn't see them.
It was phenomenal. That's probably the best BET Award since Monique. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? I heard it was a crossover joint with Jamie Foxx and Kalani that was really good. That
it was amazing.
I have to watch it.
Really?
Yeah, the sound was incredible. The sound was incredible. Drewski did his thing, man. Drewski is funny as hell, bro. Remind me of Switchblade TV. Made me really want to do Switchblade even more.
You should.
When Drewski came out with The Rock and he did Jay-Z, that was hilarious, bro.
Okay, I might have to check it out, man. I haven't been watching no BET in fucking years. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. All right, y'all. So look, on that note, we're gonna flex on out. We're gonna see y'all next Monday, 9 p.m. Y'all, peace.
Yeah. Big flex on the set, you know we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. Gym Animal, Muscle Gang, we up next. Big Flex Podcast live on Monday night with John Q, LaToya, Deshaun, and Don Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen or get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex Podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex Podcast. Come on.